Greg, thank you. Let's talk money on this Monday. Steve Buden, our financial analyst, is back. Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
We're glad to see you. Let's talk about some of the hot trends that are happening. First, the stock market, this dive that we've been seeing. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I go on vacation and this is what happens. The markets drop. Now that I come back, things tend to go up. The last 7 days, the stock market has been down, and I bring this up for the sole reason that markets just don't go up every day, right? It's the first 7-day losing streak since 2011. Nothing to really be alarmed about, but the market really had run up. And it's interesting that folks tend to call me when the markets go down, not when they go up. And I could always tell by the emails I get if the markets are up or down. If the markets are up, I never hear from anybody. Markets go down, people come out of the woodwork. So it's interesting, but it's not uncommon for this to happen.
Is this a good time to buy now that the markets are down?
Just depends on number two, right? The Fed vice chair came out with some comments today about the economy, and you really can't say there's ever a great time to buy or sell, right? It just depends on varying factors. But the Federal Reserve, as we know, has two factors that they have to look at: low inflation, high employment. One of the Federal Reserve board members came out today saying, we're seeing that. The unemployment rate has come down, the inflation rate has come down, which may lead them to raise interest rates, which could impact how the economy goes, and would answer your question, would we want to buy stocks if interest rates go up? But it's a good indication, especially today. The stock market liked what they heard from this Fed governor, which is why the market almost has erased 7 days of losses just in one day. Another good lesson, that the markets go up, they go down, but very often they move large amounts very rarely, so you do have to kind of stay in to take advantage of that.
We want to talk about Tesla. They have a battery plant that they just moved into northern Nevada, but they have a unique stock. Tell us about that and why people should be cautious about investing in stock like Tesla and others.
Well, this is an interesting one too. Tesla, we all know, the battery-powered car, it's a hot company, it's a trendy company, but there's a difference between a good company and a good stock. Now what happens is, Tesla, for example, just came out today. They lose money on every car they build. So why would somebody want to invest in that type of company if they're losing money when you could invest in other companies that make money? It's a good investing lesson here, because what happens is you're investing on the possibility of the future Tesla making money. Like you said, they're building a plant. Maybe the batteries will become cheaper, more people will buy the cars, profits go up. So very often we make investments today for the payoff tomorrow. Now you could buy stocks like in a utility, like a power company that pays dividends. It's a pretty conservative investment versus Tesla, but that's what makes my job so frustrating is companies will make money, stock goes down, companies lose money and their stocks go up, because what the stock market tries to do is predict into the future what's going to happen, and we all know trying to predict things is very difficult, but Tesla is a good example. Now, I'm not saying it's a good or bad company to invest in. Just be careful when you invest. Watch out. Know what you're getting yourselves into. Look at the financials of the company, because you could be buying a company that looks good in the marketplace, but if you look at their financials, their balance sheet, it tells a different story.
Before we go, what are some other companies like Tesla? You said they're losing $4,000 on any sale. What are some other companies that are also losing that people should know about?
Yeah, popular one is Amazon.com. Great company. You know, I use them all the time, but the stock has done very well. Doesn't mean they won't make money in the future, which is what Wall Street is expecting, right? The stock has done very, very well, hoping that the payoff comes later on.
All right, as always, buyer beware.
Absolutely.
Steve, great to see you back.
Thank you.
Welcome back, folks.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.